Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. My today's question is what is the definition of a good society? What do you mean by a good society? A lot of us will say that good society is where people are happy in that society. It's a good society. A lot of us will say when people are healthy in that particular society, it's a good society. A lot of people will say that when people are wealthy in that society, it's a good society. A lot of us will also say when a society is rid of crimes, it's a good society. So, health, education, crime, economy defines a good society. But to create health, education, less crime, all of that requires a humongous amount of managerial, administrative skills. And that, unfortunately, lacks in some society. So what does the social leaders do? What do the leaders do? They digress from health, education, crime to community, religion, caste, and so on and so forth. This is not something that is happening today or yesterday or after 2014 and all that. Let us be very clear. This has been happening since time immemorial. The societies that could overcome this and focus on health, education, less crime in that particular society became successful and happy society. And the society that couldn't are languishing. Now, today I'm going to talk to you about our society. I'm going to talk to you about, as I usually say, I'm going to talk to you about figures, facts that matters to you. I'm going to talk to you about the crime figures in our society. And I'm going to tell you how happy we are as a society. And that's my topic today. Let's get right into the show. So let's talk about how happy we are as a society. How happy we are as a society, and this is a very important question that we should be asking ourselves. Like I said, I'm going to do a lot of reading, but all the same, these figures are important because this is what you need to judge our growth, our prosperity, and our happiness on. A total of 1,64,033 suicides were reported during 2021, showing an increase of 7.2% of suicide in comparison to 2020. More people committed suicide in 2021. 7.2% more committed suicide in 2021 versus 2020. Our society is getting more unhappier. This is what this figure shows. Now let me get into crime in India. I'll give you a snapshot of what's happening. Let's first talk about murders that has happened in India. A total number of 29,272 cases of murder was registered in 2021, showing a marginal increase of only 0.3% over 2020, where the number of murders were 29,193 cases. So there was only a marginal increase in murder. So to that extent, it is good. Let's talk about kidnapping and abduction. A total number of 1,01,707 cases of kidnapping and abductions were registered in 2021, showing an increase of 19.9% over 2020, which was then only 84,805. Kidnapping and abduction has gone up by almost 20%. Tranquility, offenses against public tranquility means rioting and causing harm to public property and spoiling the peace and quiet of the neighborhood and so on and so forth. That is what you mean by offense against public tranquility. And there has been a total number of 63,391 cases registered in 2021 versus 71,107 cases registered in 2020, which means that offences against public tranquility has declined in India by 10.9%. That is good. Now let us come to a very important factor, and that is crime against women. A total of 4,28,278 cases of crime against women were registered in 2021, showing an increase of 15.3% over 2020. In 2020, it was 3,71,503. Crime against women increased by 15.3%. Crime against women is a very important factor. It's a very important barometer to actually gauge the culture of the particular society. A cultured society always respects women. So this is actually a barometer of our society. Now let's go to crime against children. A total of 1,49,404 cases of crime against children were registered in 2021, showing an increase of 16.2% increase of crime against children were recorded over 2020, and in 2020 there was 1,28,531 cases. 16.2. So crime against women increased by 15.3, crime against children increased by 16.2. Crime against senior citizens. Crime against senior citizens, the total number of cases registered were 26,110. Crime against senior citizens technically means people who are aged above 60. Crime on people who are aged above 60. So the total number of cases registered were 26,110 cases, and the increase registered was 5.3%, because in 2020 the total number of cases registered was 24,794. So crime against women gone up, crime against children gone up, crime against senior citizens gone up. Now let's come to crime / atrocity against scheduled caste. Again gone up by 1.2%. 2020 was 50,291 cases. 2021 was 50,900 cases. So gone up by 1.2%. Atrocities against scheduled tribe gone up by 6.4%. Total number of cases registered was 8,802 in 21, and 2020 was 8,272. So gone up by 6.4%. Economic offense, the total number of cases registered was 1,74,013 in 2021 versus 1,45,754 cases in 2020. So an increase of 19.4% economic offense. Prevention of corruption, a total case of 3,745 cases registered in 2021 versus 3,123 cases in 2020. So another increase of 19.9% versus last year, that is 2021. These are all figures of 2021. So, and it is compared with figures of 2020. So that's as far as prevention of corruption is concerned. Cybercrime, total cases 52,974 cases registered in 2021, and increase of 5.9% because the cases registered in 2020 were 50,035 cases. Offense against state, 2021 5,164 cases, and 2020 5,613 cases. So technically speaking, there has been a decline of 8% in offense against state from 2020 to 2021. Environment related offenses, again a very serious offense which harms not one but each and every one of us directly. During 2021, the total number of environmental offense was 64,471 cases, and in 2020 it was 61,767 cases. So the increase is of 4.4% as far as environmental related offense is concerned. Crime against foreigners, this is very important from an international point of view. Crime against foreigners and crime by foreigners, the total number of crimes recorded was 150 in 2021 versus 191 in 2020, a decrease of 21.5%. So this was broadly what the story is. This is what NCRB says, and these are NCRB figures that they released yesterday. The point that I wanted to make, at the cost of throwing boring numbers at you, the point that I wanted to make is, when you are judging your governance, when you are judging your government, please judge your government by these parameters. Please judge your government by your health parameters, by education parameters, by crime parameters. Then, of course, community, caste, and whatever can be later on. But your priority as a state, as citizens of this country, should be these. Because finally, these matter to you. These matter to your family. These matter to your children. These matter to the growth of your children and your country. Till I see you next time with another topic tomorrow. Namaskar.